I made before you came in here.
Like someone's gonna get electrocuted.
Dar, are we working? Yeah.
There we go.
I hear a hum.
Boy.
Yeah, hold on to whatever you got right there. The radio part should be okay. No? Video. We're back on video, by the way. That's Brownwood Lions head football coach, athletic director Sammy Burnett. How are you, Coach?
Man, after last night, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Saw some pretty thrilling basketball last night in Glen Rose on the boys' side. Back and forth seesaw game, second half. Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, you know, I thought we dominated the first half and went in to halftime with the lead, and then come out the second half, and Glen Rose had a little fuel in their tank, and they started pressing us and went up on the scoreboard probably for one of the first times in the game, and then it was back and forth for the rest of the game. Our kids were resilient. They got a good basketball team, and our kids just play hard, and it's the style of play that Coach Parker has brought to town is awesome. I love watching them. Our kids are nonstop in your face, all constant pressure, just relentless in what they're trying to do, and they create a lot of turnovers and a lot of points that way. And I thought Jacob Hadaway was hot last night. I mean, at one point in the game, he's sitting at the timeline, and they decided to back up and cover his passing lane, so he just pulled up and drained it like it was a 2-footer. It was absolutely amazing, Mr. Moore and I just looked at each other in awe. It was an awesome game.
About 4 of those long range.
Yes, he did.
It was almost from half court.
It was all. He made it look effortless.
He had 22 points and had a lot of steals. Oh, he was just all over the place. Bryson
Monroe played well. Yes, he did.
You know, thank goodness, because they scored. We scored how many points? 56. I think they scored 40 of our 56 points between them two. 22 and 18.
I thought Luke Moss played an outstanding game.
12 rebounds.
Yeah, he's Mr. Hustle. It seems like he's always in the right spot, you know, to get those rebounds and then to get some putbacks. And he handles the ball well at times, taking it down the court. So pleased with them. Christian, you know, was battling in the paint the best he could. And all in all, they play well together. They play well as a team. Coming off the bench, you know, Ike Hall and Thad Hines, I thought did a great job. Weston does a good job, you know, starts the game, does a good job of distributing the basketball. So I think they got all the parts needed to have a successful season. They're already having one, but to finish strong and maybe make a little run in the playoffs. Have a big game Friday night. Coming up with Lampasas, we're both 3-0. That'll be for the district lead after the first round, I guess it is, and put you in the driver's seat. So that's going to be at Warren Gym. Boys will play at 7:15 or somewhere around there to follow the girls at 6. You know, on that side, our girls played hard. It's not because of effort that they weren't victorious. It's because we're just having trouble putting the ball in the bucket. And when you're going into halftime with 14 points, that's pretty tough. I mean, I know they do the work. Like I said, I rode to the game with Mr. Mitch Moore, and we talk about a lot of stuff. And you know, with our girls, our girls work hard. They play hard. They're just not able to finish at times. And I go to practice and I sit in the gym and I watch Coach Hortz and Coach Neely and Coach Mungia and what they're trying to do. And man, they work them hard, and our girls work hard. So it'd be nice to see them get some results for that hard work. And if they continue to grind and continue to do that, I think it'll come. I think they just hit a dry spot right now. But on the same lines, you're playing a really, really good Glen Rose basketball team.
Yeah, they shot 70% three-pointers in the first half. That's unheard of, and shot 12 for the game, and they were hot.
Yes, they were. Yeah, it was evident. Man.
And they're young. At one time, they had 5 freshmen on the floor.
Yeah, I was going to say they're also young. Those girls, they're not real big, but they know what they're doing. Their coach is good. And the difference in the two of us is not athletic ability. It's just simple execution. And our girls are trying. Like I said, there's no knock on them. Sometimes that's just the way the ball bounces, but I hope that it starts bouncing their way and they're able to put some points on the board and be in ball games they should be in.
Well, you know, Lampass is coming to town Friday. We played them close first time, and sure would be nice for the girls to get a win and solidify a place in the playoffs if they do. And as you said, for the boys, first place on the line, 3-0, 3-0.
Yeah, girls are starting their second round and boys are finishing their first round. So it's a big night for both boys and girls on both ends of the spectrum. Boys have a chance to take the lead and be in charge of the district race, and girls are battling for a playoff spot. And And so it's going to be a big night. It's at Warren Gym. Again, the girls start at 6 o'clock, varsity girls, and the boys at 7:15 or somewhere around there to follow. Also want to mention our boys soccer team traveled to Abilene Wiley and were victorious last night over the Bulldogs, 1-0. So I know Coach Westman is working really hard with those guys, and they're buying into what he's selling, and they're are in ball games. They were in a lot of ball games last year, but just couldn't find a way to get over the top and win those games. And this year they've had a couple of ties, they've had several wins, so that's progress. And the more success they have, the more confidence they're going to have. The more wins they can achieve. So really excited for them and what they're doing. I think they're working hard in the weight room. In the mornings when we get in there, they're buying into what we're trying to do to be a stronger, faster athlete, and really pleased with what they're doing.
All right, yeah, good win last night at Wiley. So what else do we have coming up tomorrow? You got something on your list?
Yeah, we got powerlifting. Powerlifting boys and girls will head to Burnett, and they'll be in their second meet. That'll be at 4 o'clock at Burnett High School. We also, like I said, we have basketball here at Warren Gym at 6 and 7:15 for the varsity teams. We also have our girls soccer team at San Angelo Lakeview. JV will play at 4, and the varsity will play at 6.
All right. Tuesday, UIL realignment. Have you given that any more thought, Coach?
Thursday. No, we have talked to several people. Still trying to pick up a Week 5 game, and just haven't had any success doing that. I know we'll do the best we can to get that done. Excuse me. On by Thursday, we have coaches going in all directions. We have coaches going to Midland, coaches going to Waco, coaches going to Austin.
Wow.
I'll be heading to Metroplex. It's one of the biggest venues to go try to get games and that kind of stuff. And our situation is simple. I mean, we could be in the same district, and you bump out Midlothian Heritage and add China Spring. We'd be sitting there with the district schedule set. All we need is a Week 5. You could go to a 5-team district. Now you're looking for 2 games because we need a Week 5, and then that would make us look for another Week 6 or a different scenario where it may be a later week. And you could be in a 4-team district. Depends on what direction you go. Now you're looking for 3 games. So we're going to have a work cut out for us. Could be simple, it could be real difficult, but we're all going to be at a station, and we're going to try to do the best we can to get our schedule filled based on our realignment, and we'll be on the phones communicating and trying to get some games done, because like I said, if you don't, by the end of the afternoon, you're taking whatever comes your way, whatever classification that may be, and it just is what it is. But you'd much rather play a game than you would pass and not play a game. So, I mean, that's when a 3A school's playing a 4A Division I school or a 5A schools. I mean, they'll take whatever you can get. One thing I will not do, and it's just the way I believe. I mean, we're part of the University Interscholastic League, and that's all I'm going to play. I'm not going to pick up a private school or a parochial school, something like that. I just don't believe in that. I think there's a league for them, and I think they stay in their league, and we'll stay in ours, and that's just sort of the way I believe.
All right, interesting stuff there. Hey, I believe Barry Rose is in the house, by the way. Can y'all tell? The walls are shaking. I'm sorry. I turn mine up loud sometimes, but my goodness. All right. Realignment, how's the strength conditioning program going, Coach?
I think it's going extremely well. I mean, we do, of course, again, we lift in the mornings. That gives us an opportunity to lift everybody. And if a program like basketball or soccer that's in season right now, that coach has total prerogative whether his kids lift that day or run that day based on game day or whatever. I leave that totally up to the coach. And then during the period, we work on our speed, try to get every athlete faster. And then if you're not going to a sport, say baseball's kicked off now, if you're not going to baseball right after school, then you come back and you get a after workout, which is our auxiliaries. I'm excited. If you go to the weight room, you'll see a lot of new equipment. ABC Club raised funds for us last year to provide things that we need for our facilities and for facility growth. And we felt that it was important that we got new weights, additional hack squats and glute ham machines. We were able to get 6 of those. We got brand new bumper weights. We got new bars, new curl bars, new racks, new dumbbells. We needed more dumbbells for the girls' side that had lighter weight. A lot of things like that we're able to get, collars and things for safety. Now it has taken over our turf room, but it is what it is. We need expansion in the weight room because of the growth, and we'll get that one of these days. But the things we have our kids got excited about, like I said, we spent around $45,000 for that, and that's all money generated through the ABC Club, through our golf tournament, and through our auction and supper. So that's community based. So I thank the community for doing that. You know, we look forward to doing it again with another golf tournament and a supper. So that's what we're using those things for. Our kids are excited, and we're excited about the new things we're getting in the weight room.
All right, Coach. All right. Anything else, Lady Lions or Lions athletic wise?
No, I just, again, we have a big game at Warren Gym. A couple of big games on Friday. So if you're not doing anything, come pack that gym and support those kids, and you'll be excited after you see the product that's put on the court, boys and girls. So if you haven't seen them play, I encourage you to go out and see them play. If you've seen them play, come out and support them. You know how exciting it can be. It's going to be a packed house, and we need some voices because we know Lampasas travels, and Lampasas is not probably the most classy group. So we need some folks on our side with some class that can sit there and encourage our kids to victory.
Boy, they get crazy. They got some crazy fans.
Yes, they do.
I've got some kin folks in Atlanta. There's some good people there.
There are some good
boy,
people
they
there.
are rowdy and they get loud.
And, Glen Rose is the same way.
Yes.
And,
oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Glen Rose hadn't
worse.
lost in their gym since like mid-November.
Will Parker has never lost now.
Yeah,
That gym.
I was going to say, and for us, the first round with the boys having 2 big road wins against Stephenville and Glen Rose is huge.
Woo-wee. Boy, no doubt about that. Going to be some good basketball Friday at Warren Gym. Come on out.
Hey, and then, keep your radar out because softball and baseball have kicked off. We'll start scrimmaging and playing some games with them. So go get your coveralls and be ready to stand outside in your rain suit and coveralls because that's usually when baseball season starts, is when the snow and the rain and the cold hits.
Yeah, we should have a softball scrimmage. Oh, man, has my microphone been on? It went off. Oh, I think I've got a bad battery start. Of course, I know it's going off and on. All right. Maybe they can pick me up through your mic.
Good.
I don't know. I just, huh?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm usually pretty loud.
Either it went off or you on listening.
Okay, maybe so. All right. Football. The conference championships, Bengals and Chiefs. Who do you like?
Chiefs.
I like the Bengals.
I like the Bengals, but the Chiefs are going to win.
No, I think the Bengals are going to pull the big upset.
Quarter.
Derek, what do you think? Star? All right, see, Star and I say the Bengals. All right, the NFC, the Rams and the 49ers. 49ers. There you go. All right. That's it. That's the 14. Sean
I thought he coached for the Saints, and they're saying he's leaving the Saints to coach the Cowboys. I'm like, well, something happens out here down the road, so back to work for me.
Him and Jerry had a pretty
Well, he's offensive coordinator at the Cowboys before he left and went to the Saints. It's been a long time ago. I remember that.
14 years.
Many moons.
But he resigned. He's going to move on.
Well,
All right. We better wind this. We better wind this up. I'm hearing noises coming from behind the board.
yeah, something's going on in here.
Star had one too many burritos last night.
That was you.
Sorry.
Well-oiled machine.
I had spicy chicken bites from also from Stephenville. Man. All right, Coach. Anything else?
The show that anything goes. Those that make this show possible: Auto Glass Magic, Winter Auto Group, Syntex Body and Paint, Syntex Equipment Sales, Citizens National Bank, Dan Hill Containers, Dr. Bon Young, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company, Edward Jones Investment Medical, Howie Enterprises, Humphrey Keats, Landmark Life, NC Bank, Painter Johnson Associates, Smith & Sharp Agency, Sonic Drive-In, Stanley Chrysler, Texas Bank, The Real Talk with Chad Valdez Podcast, Weldon Wilson Electric, Western Bank, and Willie's Teas.
All right, Coach. Thank you. We'll see you probably Friday after the basketball game.
I'll be there. Have a great day, Brownwood.
I'm the Lions Head Football Coach, Athletic Director Sandy Burgess, coaching show every Monday and Wednesday at this time. KLXC 101.3, back to the KLXC.com.